Alright, good morning everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Today I'll be riding one of the strangest little trains near Tokyo. And I think this is the one that many of you have never heard about. I'm currently here at the planned community development called Yukarigaoka, which is in Chiba Prefecture. And this is where I'll be taking the Yukarigaoka line. And speaking of which, that is it. That is the Yukarigaoka line. And this is a short train that runs around the neighborhood. And along the way, we'll stop by a few stations and I'll show you what makes this train very unusual and interesting. So first off, to get to this area, you have to take the Keisei Station and get off at Yukarigaoka Station. Once you get off at the station on the Keisei line, you have to transfer to the station for the Yukarigaoka line. So you can't use an IC card here. So you have to buy tickets at this ticket machine. It reminds me of the one from ramen restaurants. Okay, I'm gonna get the one-day pass for 500 yen. And this one-day pass is like a paper with a QR code. And then I get 500 yen change. Kinda wish they gave me this one coin. There's this face recognition service thing. I guess you can, if you register in advance, then you can just go through these gates. After that device looks at your face. Oh, okay, I guess the train is still here. So this train is actually run by a real estate company called Yamaman. And that is actually pretty unusual because usually it's train companies that expand to the real estate business. But this is a real estate business that went into the railway business. And here is the mascot of Yukarigaoka, these cute koalas. In fact, it's actually on the train as well. And I think this train is called, it's hard to see, but it says Koala Sango. The reason why this area's mascot is a koala has to do with the name. I'll talk more about it later in the video. But for now, I think it would be good to just hop on the train. So for this video, we'll use this train to head over to 3 stations on the Yamaman Yukarigaoka line. So this line is run by Yamaman, a real estate company that built the planned town of Yukarigaoka here in Sakura, Chiba. The whole community was designed so every home will be within about a 10-minute walk of a station. And this train is also used as a sale pitch for Yamaman's housing projects. Even today, you'll spot ads for their homes inside stations and trains. The name Yukarigaoka itself means eucalyptus hill, even though eucalyptus trees weren't originally planted here. So to match the theme of the city, Yamaman decided to make the koala as the mascot, since koalas are known for eating eucalyptus as their main food. One of the things that makes this train stand out is that there's no air conditioning. These trains have been used since 1982, and back then a lot of trains in Japan still didn't have an AC. In the summer though, Yamaman hands out cold wet towels and fans inside the train to help passengers cool down. Although the rides are short, so it's actually not that bad. Speaking of the ride, the route itself is only 4.1 kilometers long and is shaped kind of like a tennis racket. It goes straight until Koen Station, then loops around the neighborhood, comes back to Koen, and then returns to Yukarigaoka. Speaking of Koen Station, another fun part of this line is the station names. Some of them are actually like really generic and I like it. The 3 stations I'll be going to in this video are all the ones with the generic name. And the first one we're going to be heading to is named after a university that was never even built. I actually think it's cooler outside than inside this train. On these right tracks, there's also the other train. This is Koara Ichigo. So this is the entrance of Joshidai Station, which literally translates to Women's University. But the thing is that there's actually no women's university around this area. So the reason why Yamaman named this train station Women's University, even though there are no university around here, is because there was a plan to move a women's university around this area. But then that plan got cancelled after they named the train station to this. So they had no choice but to stick with it. So what they have around this train station instead is an elementary school and the women's dorm for the university that was supposed to move here. I heard that about a 5-minute walk from the station, there's like this nice spot where you can see those trains pass by. You gotta just go down here and wait for the next train to come. What you're hearing now is the sound of Japan. The semis crying 24/7. You won't be able to see the train until it comes over here. So the next station I was planning to go to is Chugakko. And I was planning to go back to Joshidai to take the train to that station, but I realized that it's faster to walk to that station, so I'm gonna go walk. Now, this is the park. Miyano Mori Koen. Oh yeah, it's a nice place. Wow. Big pounded area, but this is big pond area with water fountains, and then a place you can walk. I'm not gonna do that because it's like 34 degrees with high humidity. Okay, we are here at, I don't know what this building is called. Is that the name of the building or is that the name of the store inside this building? It's a supermarket. It closes really early, 6 p.m. Wow. This is the platform for Chugakko Station, which literally translates to middle school station. So unlike Joshidai Station, where there is no women's university around, Chugakko Station, the middle school station, has a middle school a few minutes away from here. And here's the entrance for Chugakko Station. I think the only station where there's a train staff is Yukarigaoka Station. There's no staff here. There's no label on the platform saying where you should stay for which car. Okay, we are here at Koen Station, which means park station. For this station too, unlike Joshidai, there's actually a park right next to the station. And the reason why I got off here other than its generic name is because I wanted to show you a cool feature that you can only see at this station. So there's usually only one train running and it starts at Yukarigaoka, stops at Koen Station on this side, goes around, stops at Koen Station on this side and goes back to Yukarigaoka Station. Before the next train comes, this path, or I forgot the technical word, should move to the left side so that the train can stop on this, oh, right there you go. Yeah, that was it. What's confusing about the timetable of this station is that there's two times over here. So this is 1:44 p.m. and the other one's 1:52 p.m. So I think 1:44 is the one that's going to come from Yukarigaoka and stop on this side. And then the one at 1:52 is the one that's going to stop on this side after it completes that whole loop around. If the train comes on this side and you still want to go to Yukarigaoka, you might as well just get on the train because it's going to come back here anyway to head over to the Yukarigaoka. So that was the full experience of the Yukarigaoka line. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video, the algorithm thinks you'll like this video over here, so feel free to check this one too. Alright, thank you for watching. See you guys later. Bye bye.